Look at the people in
Asian-American
Washington.
community is a rapidly growing and prosperous one that the Republican Party will want to compete for. The
Look how
party's
many
gonna do some
people are
soul-searching,
surrounding the White House.
but the election results tonight are really clear instructions as to what they need to search their souls about.
Okay, Matt Dowd, write the president's speech for us. What does he have to do to overcome this divided nation when everyone wakes up tomorrow morning?
Well, first thing he has to do is admit this is not some huge victory, and not that he has some mandate in this. I think he's got to admit that he has got to really do a job and admit to the reality of the divide in the country, and maybe even admit that what he ran on in 2008 he wasn't able to accomplish, which was bringing the country together and facing that problem right away now. I think he actually has to go to Congress within the next few days and basically say, listen, we got to solve these problems. I'm willing to sit down with Republicans for as long as it takes. I think he has to do that up front and center in this speech.
And he certainly will do that by the end of the week. We expect him to hit those notes. What if he doesn't find a partner?
Well, I think you can force somebody if you keep doing it. One of the things that President Obama, he did it well and did photo ops, but never did it consistently. And I think you can fault President Obama for that way. He never did it consistently. Yes, the Republicans didn't get along. Yes, they fought him, but he never pushed them on it. And I think he has an opportunity, a window, having won, not huge, but basically saying, I'm willing to give. I want to be leader of the country first and not leader of my party, and meet them.
And Ron Brownstein, he has signaled in these final days, leading to Election Day, that he did want to address three big issues. The budget, all of the big budget and debt problems. Number two, immigration reform. And number three, we did start to hear a little bit more again about climate change.
Yeah, and the budget will certainly test those Republicans, because there is a deal to be had. Everybody knows what it looks like. The question is whether House Republicans will bring it forward. On immigration, 65% in our exit poll said allow a movement to status, including half of Mitt Romney voters. So will Republicans move after tonight, when the Hispanic vote was so critical in this defeat?
And quickly, before the president comes out, we have a picture the White House released. President Obama, Vice President Joe Biden embracing after they were declared winners. And there you have Dr. Jill Biden and Michelle Obama as well.
Nice picture.
Let's go back to the hall in Chicago right now. The crowd is getting very revved up. You see the video of President Obama on the screen behind him. Jake Tapper, what else are you seeing?
Well, right now, we have to say they're clearly getting ready for the president to come out. Those remarks were put out, and they're running, as they have been for several hours now, these videos that have been a very popular part of the Obama campaign with supporters. They've been running them. This, of course, is the famous fired up, ready to go speech, which President Obama likes to tell at the end of his campaigns. He did it in 2008. He did it, I guess it was last night in Des Moines. Is that possible that was last night? Yes, last night in Des Moines he told that story about a little old lady at a campaign stop during a kind of desperate time for his campaign. And you hear President Obama chanting, fired up, ready to go, the crowd very excited. It's a smaller crowd than we're used to, but it is a victorious crowd, George.
It certainly is. President Obama expected to come out.
Now, look at this. And then Georgia, they're raising the curtains, of course, and there's a whole bunch of
wow, look at that.
Behind me.
Look at that. Look at that picture.
And as some say, he will be surrounded by supporters when he comes out to take the podium and give that speech. John Brazilian, Matthew Dowd, thought quickly, what do you think the president should say?
I wonder what Dick Morris might be thinking, because he predicted a landslide win for Romney. I wonder what he's doing, and he bet his career, his 4-year consultant career on it. So
from the president some things that he's proud of and some things that he did in the first term that I think most Americans who voted for him would like him to emphasize again tonight.
And books will be written about his team. also there, I bet, on that stage as they engineered this amazing turnout.
David Plouffe has now engineered 2 victories for President Obama, and you have to say, I want to go back to Jake.
And if you look down, I have that prediction in this channel, as a matter of fact.
This time from inside the White House was steady throughout. Never
The breaking news, zero.
Victory, a small
The breaking news, zero.
But never seemed to doubt that it was possible. From what you can tell inside those inner circles, did that change after the first debate?